Today we are going to talk about persons. Some basics. Individual. Individual is a natural person like Mr. Ayush, Mr. Ram, Mr. Sanjeevan, anyone. Okay. It can be a minor also. And HUF. HUF Hindu undivided family. Head is Karta. There are two schools of thought. One is Dayabhaga and another is Mitakshara. First in Dayabhaga, it is followed in Bengal and Assam. Child cannot get the right in the property till father is alive. Second is Mitakshara, which is followed in the rest of India except Bengal and Assam. Child acquires right by birth. Then company. Company means Indian company. Company incorporated under Companies Act 2013 or any previous law. Foreign company means a company incorporated outside India. Firm. Firm means can be partnership firm or LLP Act under LLP under LLP Act 2008 and partnership firm under Partnership Act 1932. Then is AOP. AOP means Association of Persons. Any person can be member. Any person means artificial juridical person, company, firm, anyone. And BOI means body of individuals. Only individual can become member. Individual means natural persons. Then sixth is local authority. Local authority means panchayat, municipality, like this only. Then comes artificial juridical person. Artificial juridical person are not natural persons. Example, DU, Delhi University, is not a natural person. Okay. Then meaning of assessee, it means a person required to pay tax or any other sum under income tax law. All assessee, first we have to understand this point is very important, that all assessees are person but all persons are not assessee, which means that like we have studied in the definition of individual, that anyone is an individual who's a natural person. It can be minor, but assessee, all assessee are person. It can be unsound mind person is also an individual. So all assessee are persons, but all persons are not assessee. Assessee means a person who is required to pay tax or any other sum under income tax law. Example, A. He is a small child. He has not yet get a job or anything. So he is not required. Okay. Example, minor also. In three cases, he can file tax. Okay. But his income can be counted as his income only when it is earned due to skill and talent, disability, a person of disability, or manual labor. Three cases. In any other case, his income is clubbed in the hands of his parents or her parents. Okay. We have to always remember that all assessees are person, but all persons are not assessee. Okay. Next, here, general tax rates. Okay, there are two types of tax rate, general and special. Special means like long term capital gain. We have tax rate like earlier 20%, now it is reduced to 12.45%. Okay, same way second case, uh, STCG, short term capital gain. Under that 15% was earlier, but now it is 20%. Okay. Now, now in case of individual, AOP, BOI, artificial juridical person, resident or non-resident, doesn't matter. 0 to 2.5 lakh, nil. This is basic exemption. Okay. 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%. Above 10 lakhs, it is 30%. Okay. A senior citizen. A senior citizen is a resident individual. Okay. Age 60 years or more in the previous year. Here the limit has been basic exemption limit has been increased 0 to 3 lakh nil. Then after 3 lakh but up to 5 lakhs it is 5%. 5 to 10 lakh 20% and above 10 lakh 30%. Okay. Super senior citizen is a person who's 80 years or more. Okay. Here these both are available only if he is a resident individual. Okay. Super senior citizen, it is who is 80 years or more, 0 to 5 lakh, it is nil. 5 to 10 lakh, it is 20%, and above 10 lakh, it is 30%. When we calculate the net tax liability and total income, we should round off it to the nearest zero. Okay. Example 503, 1503. Okay. Then it will be 1500. Okay. If it is 1597, then what will be? Then 1600. Okay, nearest zero. Now, what is surcharge? Surcharges are imposed if your income is above certain limit. Okay, here up to 50 lakhs there is no surcharge. But if your total income is greater than 50 lakhs but up to 1 crore, then 10% of tax. If your income is more than 1 crore but up to 2 crore, then 15% of the tax. Here we are not calculating on income, we are calculating surcharge on the tax. If tax is 10,000, then we will add 10%. If our total income is, it is a hypothetical case. Okay. Once if our total income is greater than 2 crore but up to 5 crores, then 25% of tax. Okay. Then if our income is greater than 2 crore but up to 5 crore, it is 25%. Above 5 crore, then it is 37%. Here we always calculate, in any case when we are calculating a tax liability, we have to add 4% of health and education cess. It is very important. Okay. Now we have an example. Okay. Mr. Raju, he is 60 years old. Okay. His total income is 64 lakhs. We we know that if our income is above 50 lakh, then surcharge is applicable. Then it is, we see it is between 50 lakh to 1 crore. Then 10% of surcharge. Okay. Then first we have to see what is his age. Here his age is 60 years, which means that we and he's an individual also and resident individual, so he's eligible for increased basic exemption limit, which is 0 to 3 lakhs nil. Then greater than 3 lakh but up to 5 lakh we will charge 5%. Okay, which means 2 lakhs into 5%, which is 10,000. Then next 5 lakh to 10 lakh, it is 20%, which means 10 lakh minus 5 lakh, which is 5 lakh, and 5 lakh 20% is 1 lakh. Okay. Then above 10 lakhs but up to 64 lakh, which means 54 lakhs into 30%, which means 16 lakh 20,000 plus 1 lakh plus 10,000. We get 17 lakh 30,000. Then we add surcharge because our income is greater than 50 lakhs but up to 1 crore, 10% of tax, which means 17 lakh 30,000 plus 10%, which is 19 lakh 3,000 we get, plus 10% plus 4%. Health and education says in every case we have to. Then health and education says is 4%, which is 76 120, and we get net tax liability 1979 120. Okay. There is a concept of marginal relief in case of surcharge, as surcharge is applicable if our income exceeds, example, exceeds 50 lakh, but it is between 50 lakh to 1 crore. So 10% of surcharge of tax. Okay, here we know that a little increase, if our income is 50 lakh 1000, then also surcharge will be imposed. So this concept helps us, gives a relief, means we can see from this example, Ram is 34 years old and he is earning an income of 50 lakh 20,000. We calculate tax on this. Okay, we can see the difference. Up to 2.5 lakh, nil, basic exemption limit. Okay, then 2.5 lakh to 5 lakhs, which is 5%, we get 12,500. Then greater than 5 lakh but up to 10 lakhs, we get, if we into 20%, we get 1 lakh. Then 10 lakh up to 50 lakh 20,000, then 12 lakh 6,000, which is 13 lakh 18,500 is the total. Okay, now surcharge is also applicable because our income is greater than 50 lakh up to 1 crore, so 10% of surcharge. So 10% of tax is surcharge. Here surcharge is 13 1850, so total tax liability will be 14 lakh 50,350. Now we will calculate if our income was correct 50 lakhs, so no surcharge is applicable. So up to 2.5 lakh, nil nil, 2.5 lakh up to 5 lakh, it is 5%. 5% up to 10 lakhs, it is 20%, which is 1 lakh. Then above 10 lakh up to 50 lakh, which means 40 lakh into 30% is equals to 12 lakh. So our total comes 13 lakh 12,500. This marginal relief is available if our income, if we are paying surcharge. Okay, this amount of tax we have calculated in the first case, this 14 lakh 50,000 is restricted to the amount of tax on 50 lakh, which we have calculated earlier, which is 13 lakh 12,500, plus the increase in income, which means our income was 50 lakh 20,000 minus 50 lakh, which is 20,000. So total is 13 lakh 32,500. So which is lower, that or this? This is lower. So we will take this and calculate 4% of health and education cess and net taxable income. Now we can notice here. Here we can see that our tax was 1450 320. Okay, sorry, 350. If we subtract this from the taxable income on 50 lakh, which is 13 lakh 12,500, we get 137,850, which means a small increase in income above 50 lakh, which is only 20,000, but our tax increased up to 1,37,850, which is higher. Okay, this is the increase in 1,37,850 is increase in income, sorry, increase in tax with a small increase in income, which is only 20,000, which means marginal relief is given for 1,17,850. Okay, thank you.